What's the most horrifically embarrassing thing that I've ever done on a date? I'm so glad you asked. It's really interesting actually because it happened in my own home, in my own bed. So picture this. I have a smoking hot girl over at my place. She's masked, she has short curly hair, beautiful blue eyes, a cute smile, she's covered in tattoos, she has stretched earlobes. This woman is a 10 out of 10 and she is in my bed. Yes, she is in my bed. We're laying next to each other, we're having a super deep conversation, and in this moment, I'm Pooh Bearing it, okay? So I'm wearing a big t-shirt, but from the waist down, there's nothing, okay? The cheeks are all the way out. And while she's talking to me, I get the sudden urge to fart. And it's the kind of urge that comes on so strong and so fast that by the time you can even process what's happening, it's already emerging from your ass. So I didn't really have time to try to hold it in or hold it back. It just slips out. But it's silent, it doesn't stink too bad, so things are still going smoothly. But a couple minutes later, another urge hits me. And this urge isn't as immediate, but it is urgent. So I only have a couple seconds to decide what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna interrupt this really hot girl while she's talking to me so I can run to the bathroom and fart in there? Or am I just gonna stay here and try to let out a stealth fart? I chose stealth fart. So in the most inconspicuous way that I possibly can, I readjust myself so that my cheeks are separated a little bit, and I just barely unclench to let out the tiniest bit of fart. And what came out of me was actually not a fart at all. It was complete liquid, actually. I shit the bed. I completely shit the fucking bed next to this really hot girl. So now I have to interrupt this really hot girl and I have to say, hey, I'm so sorry. What you were saying was so interesting and so beautiful and I was paying so much attention, but I actually just shit the bed right next to you and I need you to move so I can get to the bathroom or I'm gonna shit the bed even more. So I ran to the bathroom and I cried on the toilet while I let out the rest of what was in me. The girl that I was on this date with, she cleaned up the bed. She cleaned it up. In the time that I had spent in the bathroom, she had found new sheets, stripped the bed, put the new sheets on the bed, and then when I came out of the bathroom, she went into the bathroom and washed off the sheets that I had just shit on and then put them in the washing machine. Fast forward 2 years, and I now live with the really hot girl, and she's my fiance. So, fucking score.
Oh my God, she is a freaking keeper. Like, you're not a real gay person if you have not experienced shit in your bed. You're not really gay. You're not. Okay? Like, I love that she was just like, she liked you that much, friend. And she was like, what's a little shit? Why sweat the little shit? She actually cleaned up the... She was in your bed. She was in your bed, bro. And she cleaned up your bed. And I was like, was she in her bed or your bed? Your bed. Oh, she's a freaking keeper. You need to wipe her up immediately. Girl. I'm so sorry for you. That was really embarrassing, but it cannot get anything, or you can't get worse than that. Like that right there, like, cause you don't realize when you find a partner, when you're a partner, you living with your partner, they experience all of you. So she experienced all of you up front. It was just like, oh, it can't get worse than this. Okay, fine. I can handle this. Girl, I love that story for you. I'm so happy y'all still together. Cause why are we passing gas? Have we not learned? You cannot, as an adult, you cannot just be passing gas. You cannot. You got to go to the bathroom, honey. I was Pooh Bearing it the other day where I was like, Winnie the Pooh, please put some pants on. I was just like, but look at my cheeks though. The cuff is cuffing. I've been doing the Stairmaster and it's mastering it, girl. Stairmaster doing a thing. I wish you could see my booty right now. I wish you could see me in IRL right now. Girl.
So let me tell y'all. So I was talking to this guy, and I hope he sees this because he follows me. Let me go back. I was not talking to this guy. I met this guy at a coffee shop like mid last year, right? He was like, oh, I was really nervous to say something to you, but I follow you, Listen, y'all, the boy is attractive, okay? He's very attractive, very handsome, really cute. And I was like, oh, he's a really nice guy. Like, you know, he's fine, And just from the interaction, it was just very like flirtatious. But you know me, I'm somebody that it go over my head, Bookie. It go over my head completely. So we ended up like exchanging numbers. Like we talked at the coffee shop for the longest. We ended up like exchanging numbers and we were texting, you know. Like he was kind of like this hotel kind of sort of type dude. There were many red flags, but it wasn't like It was like an orange, you know, it wasn't like too red, it was just a little red. But, you know, I was like, oh, he's cute, he has a job, you know, he's doing things for himself, so let's, you know, whatever. But I had no expectations, okay? None. But he went through this whole thing of like, oh, I want to help you become a better person. I want to do this. Like, you know, like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the man wanted, okay? I cannot tell you what he wanted. He's one of those people that talks in circles and riddles. Like circles and riddles. That's what he does. He talks in them. I was like, okay, you know, confused, but okay. Fast forward, we ended up meeting again and having kind of like a coffee date or whatever, right? Nothing too serious. And so during the coffee date, again, very flirtatious, very just like in my face, just like complimenting me how I look. You know, he showed me some of his pictures when, you know, he, you know, was like a little bit bigger, he lost weight, Very nice conversation, right? I felt good about the conversation. I didn't get any like red flags or anything. Like it was just a good all-around conversation that I was like, okay, cool, you know, whatever. Left the coffee shop the second date. After that date, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little embarrassed, okay? So after the date, I said something to him, can't remember what I said, but his response was like, whoa, like, wait a minute, this is not that. This is not that. Like, this is not that. So as egg rolled down my face on my bed, I just kept it moving. I was like, okay, I do apologize. I read the room wrong. He was throwing all of these signs out, but then when I acknowledged the signs, he pulled back. So I was like, what? Confused, right? So after that, I left it alone. I got over my embarrassment, left it alone. He would text me like every few months or so, every blue moon to check in on me or whatever, right? Cool, whatever. And I would just kind of like pay him dust or like whatever. We got to a point to where we did not even text at all. Zero, like at all. And I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't even thinking about this man, okay? Fast forward to maybe like, what, October last year? I was on a dating app. I had just downloaded the app or whatever. And somebody like wrote me. They were like, oh, like, you know, I want to come see you or whatever. And I was like, I'm not letting nobody come see me. He just didn't tell me like who he was. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know. Okay, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna let you pull up to my house. I don't know how you look. You got no pictures up there, no nothing. Like, what do you mean you want to come see me? Like, what? As far as he was like, we just call him Jimmy. So Jimmy was like, oh, it's Jimmy. And I was like, Jimmy? Who Jimmy? Mind you, I used to work with a Jimmy. So I'm thinking like, Jimmy from work? Like, damn, that's the only Jimmy I know. Jimmy from work or whatever. It took me a second, but then he said something and it made me realize like, oh, the coffee shop. And I was like, oh, you, what's up? So, and I ain't gonna lie, that week, we linked up. I saw him, and guess what it was? On the same shit that he made me feel bad about. So this whole time, you did like me, but then when I acknowledged it, you pulled back from me and made me look stupid. I shouldn't even linked up with him, to be honest with you, but I did. Okay, I'm stupid. We linked up, great time, or whatever. After we linked up, he texted me whatever, like, you know, we would like text like between like the next couple weeks, text or whatever. He just started doing this like acting weird thing, like, oh, things have changed. Let me back up. Okay, need I remind you, like I said, he follows me, right? And I hope you see this. He had this thing about me to where he was like, I'm just very intimidated by you. I really do love you. Like, I love your content. Like, I'm just very intimidated by you. Like, you are a superstar. You're a celebrity. Like, you just intimidate me, da-da-da-da-da. I'm just like, okay, like, I don't think of myself as some big shot. But sure, if you see it that way, great. I love that for you. Thank you. I need somebody to hype me up. Fast forward. We started, after we linked up, he was like, we were kind of texting. And I would text him, and he was a horrible texter, always been, okay? And I would text him, and then he just kind of did this thing like, oh, I'm not ready for this right now. I can't do this. I'm not ready for this, or whatever. And, you know, whatever. He's like, oh, things have just changed. There's a lot of things that have changed since I last saw you. And I was like, okay. Cool, okay, whatever. Seeing as though I was friends with him before, I didn't see no problem with me texting him every blue moon. So I would text him or every like blue moon, like every month or something, like since, like nothing crazy. Like I was not blowing up his phone. Just kind of see how he doing, like what's up or whatever. Child, he would respond back like, you know, a few days or whatever. I ain't giving him mine. I think I text this man, and so we were still friends. I text this man the other day, well, I'm blocked. 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 And you know what? You know what I'm blocked? I'm blocked. He blocked me. He blocked me. He blocked me from texting him. And you know what's so crazy? My friend, a friend of mine, saw him the other night. Mind you, the friend was with me when I first met him. Saw him the other night, and he was running from my friend. Running from my friend. Because you knew that you would have had to answer to why you was acting weird with me. And if you didn't want nothing to do with me, you should have left me alone from the beginning. Because I left you alone. Why you didn't leave me alone? And then you gonna block me? And I didn't do nothing to you? And he better be glad that I'm not messy Drake. Cause young Drake was messy. Young Drake was messy and would have said his name. Mature Drake is just trying to sit up here and figure out, why did you bother me to begin with? If you don't want nothing to do with me, leave me where I'm at. Swear to God. I don't want nothing to, like, leave me where I'm at. Please. I can't do this. 2025.
The better Drake. Ah! I love that that's his TikTok name. Cause honey, what? Oh, maybe we shouldn't do stuff for the plot. Maybe. I mean, but it's so much fun. I don't know. At this age now, it's just like, oh, girl. It's like I'm still fun, but doing stuff for the plot. That seems like something I would do in my 20s. Like, let's just do it for the plot, you know. But girl, I don't know, girl. Why? Tell me why my phone died. Well, low-key died. It was on 1%. It was just sliding. It was just sliding down. My phone ain't never slid down like that. It was like 9%, 8%, 7%. Bitch, we on 1. I had to charge it, so you know what I did? I watched Charlotte. I watched the Charlotte video. It was like relationship. So yeah, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to watch relationship. But yeah, friend, no, the moment they said what they said, like, it ain't this, it ain't that. We ain't on that. It's not gonna be that. I would have left it right there. Cause it's just like, well, I understand, you know, doing it for the plot and you see something yummy and you want to just try it. But that's where we need to leave it, at a try. Like, I am the one. I am forever just trying something and then leaving it alone. Just like, nope. Be like, I'm gonna try you and then I'm gonna leave you alone. It's just one girl. Reason. There's many reasons why I left it alone, but the biggest one is because it wasn't that great. Like, it was great, but it wasn't great. If you get what I'm saying, it was great, but it wasn't great. It was great, but it wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? So I hit it because it was yummy. It looked yummy. It tasted yummy. But it was just like, all right, I got it out my system. And I have not been, like, she's been in my phone, on my Snapchat, because back in the day when it was all about the plot and I was just having fun, I used to have girls on girls on girls. Like, I took some girls to Vegas once, got a hotel room for us, paid for the whole weekend. We had a great time and had it all on my Snapchat, just females. So y'all don't like when I say females, but females all up in between these guys, because we saving lives. And she was all like, girl, why you ain't invite me? Why you didn't do this? Because I was like, we ain't on that. You're not the type that I can invite out to sleep with, to hang and be with multiple women. Like, we're not on that. Like, all the time she's trying to hit me up. I was like, yeah, I want to have a magic trial with you. Yeah, this. And I'm just like, girl, you ain't even on that, because like, how we in the same exact city and it ain't never been on that? Like, it could easily be, like, even now that I'm not in the streets, how quickly it could be on that. Like, girl, what? So yeah, no, I could, you should have just left it as, oh, let me get a taste. And after that, get out my face. You feel me? So yeah, friend, that was low-key your fault. And I feel like you was bothered. I feel like you were bothered by it. Because if that happened to me and someone blocked me, I think I'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, whatever. But I understand if it's good. It was a fun time. You thought like it was going to be on that, oh, you know, booty call situation. You want to keep up appearances. You know, oh, keeping up appearances. Y'all watch that? I know y'all did. Love her. Love her. What's her name? Harrington. What's her name? Start with an H. Can't think of her name right now. Richard. I know her husband's name. But yeah, no, that's what that was. And he dodging your friend. Like, nah, that's me as a friend. I'm trying to figure out why. What happened? What happened? Why you ain't into my friend no more? Now you got to answer to me since you ain't answering to her. You know, but yeah, friend, that's what that was. Talking about you a celebrity and stuff. Don't want to be all up on your page and stuff. Don't want to be see with you. It's probably a down low, bro, or something. You like, it's something deeper. Like, it's not that serious. Like, it's not enough for you to go investigate because it's not worth your time. You already knew. Like, yeah, they already told you it wasn't on that. Because I feel like they might have been a DL.
Yeah, so look, let me tell y'all something. Yeah. Now don't judge me, okay? Because I know that you guys are coming. I know that y'all finna talk suspect to me. But I did something last night.
Ooh.
The only thing that I regret, I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. The only thing that I regret is not being there physically. You see what I'm saying? To see the fruits of my labor. You know, it seems like free work a little bit. So look. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. So there's these 3 dudes, right? I know they finna come and jump me. So let me tell y'all. I was talking to all 3 of them at one point in my life. But one of them tried to they all tried to circle the block. They all tried to you know, and I wasn't feeling it. And I was finding it a bit disrespectful. So one came, then a couple, 6 days later, a different one texted me, then 2 weeks later, a different one. And I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? The grass, what happened to the grass on the other side? What happened to the grass? Right? Was it real grass? Was it fake grass? Did the grass burn up? Was it green? Was there even any grass on the other side? Because what are you doing over here? And so eventually I got so irritated with all 3 of them because 2 of them are Virgo and the other one is a Capricorn. I love me Earth sign, but they annoying, especially them Virgos. You just cannot tell them no, you know? So I was like, you know what? I know how to get rid of all 3 of them. So I sent them all on a date. I sent them all on a date with each other. I did. Y'all, I sent them all on a date with each other last night. I did. I put a reservation in for 4. And I didn't go.
Girl. Now, I don't take offense because we all know about Virgo men. We all know about. There was a whole show. Was it Amazon Prime about a Virgo that I need to watch? It was about a Virgo guy, and I feel like that's the reason why I didn't watch it, because it was a Virgo guy, and we know about Virgo guys, y'all. We know about them, and we know about Virgo women. We know when we want something, we're gonna get it. I don't care how many times you tell me no. I'm gonna get what I want. If I want a new pair of shoes and you're not gonna get it for me, best believe I'm gonna ask my mom, and she's gonna say yes. She's gonna say yes. And you know, the one time that she might say no to me, I'm gonna get it myself. It's not that serious. I'm gonna get it. That's the point. It's mine. I'm gonna get it. Don't tell me no. I don't even know what that word is. Not in my dictionary. You know? So I get that. I'm not taking offense because I understand. I don't know, because I don't think I've ever met a Virgo boy before. I don't think I have. But I heard they're not the greatest. I heard they got issues. But yeah, friend, that was wild. I would have loved to been a fly on that wall. Girl, I would have went up in there, made friends with one of the waitresses or waiters and be like, girl, record this. Girl, this is what they look like. Record when they get there, girl. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna watch it, girl. What? I would want to see what goes on. I would have to see what happens. That's wild. That is hilarious. Especially if all 3 of them got there on time. Oh, I know that was a sight to see. Girl, why they spin the block at the same time? Is that a thing? All your exes seem like they pop up at the same time. And it's just what is happening? You saw that the sun came out the other day. You let me show out. Girl, bye. No. I'm glad you handled that well. Because I was like, oh, what did she do with these 3 guys? I was nervous. But I love how they ended. Like, that was great. But yeah, follow all these creators, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe.